Trump is going to win. Trump is going to win because Elizabeth Warren is a less likable Hillary Clinton. I prefer Hillary to Elizabeth.
She's more
That's
likable than
interesting.
Hillary. Nobody's less likable.
I
than
liked Hillary more. At least with Hillary, I could tell she was like, "Yeah, I'm lying. Is it working?"
Dude, I love that Elizabeth Warren lied about being a Native American and got a high-paying job for it. She made $400,000 a year in Harvard.
Is that true?
Yeah, she made $400,000 a year, and part of the reason she got hired is like
I don't know about
the numbers
that.
on that a little bit.
I feel like that might require some fact checking. As much as I hate Elizabeth Warren, I feel like that may have been overblown, but she did lie about being a different race than she was. That's the bottom line.
Can you imagine if Trump did that?
I might be looking. Imagine if Trump lied.
I'm actually black.
Here's the thing. The only thing maybe it's just my bias coming through, but I'll put that out there. I don't know that she lied as much as she was wrong. As much if it was like a family sort of mythos type thing. Like my mom says that on her side, she's a daughter of the Revolutionary Army. That's like a thing that she was around when somewhere in her family someone was here from way back when. I've always thought that to be true, although I don't know it to be true.
But you wouldn't put it on a form.
Well, okay, fair enough. But I just put it on the same sort of. She's like, yeah, we always thought we were Native. We have these high cheekbones, and when she said it, I was like, yeah, darn straight. She does have these like Native American looking cheekbones.
She is so obviously white.
I have been told throughout my life that I have a Cherokee lady great grandmother. Right? Everyone says it. I think if you look back, I believe it. I believe it to be true. I would never put that on a fucking form. I guarantee I would bet $1,000 cash that I am more Native American than Elizabeth Warren. But I would never put that on a form.
I have a similar thing, and I agree because there's a family like rumor sort of scandal thing that one of my ancestors is Mexican. You know, right? There was a time when that was like you know, I don't know, like whatever. Like I'm some sort of. I don't know if I'm about to say something really racist. Like I'm part mudblood in some way. Like I'm bad. Is that
Yep, you did.
Okay. So anyway, but now that's like not anyway. If I wouldn't put on a form, I just think it might be true, right? Like that's anyway. So that's a parallel.
I'm ordering the 23andMe right now.
That would be so funny if you ended up being like a 16th Native American and you win.
I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure which one to order. I'm just going to order the $80 one.
It was this.
Oh wait, that's a home paternity test. I don't need that.
They're usually if it's a tiny amount of blood, usually the span of it is so little. She was between 160. The absolute most it determined she could be was 164th.
That's the
and
part.
The least they determined was 1,024th. And so somewhere in the middle there, like 1/500th or whatever. Who knows?
Yeah. Everyone.
All right. The order's placed. It'll be here in 2 days. I'll turn it around right away, and we'll find out. Because I truly believe that I am 1/64th Native American or something like that.
Dude, if I took one of those tests and I found out that I'm like 1% Jewish, I am taking that free vacation to Israel. Absolutely. Did you know that? The right of return, you get a free vacation to Israel if you're Jewish. And I would, even if you're 1%, couldn't I still go? Like,
I don't know, man. I think they wanted Harley.
How much was it, Kyle?
$80. I can link you to the exact one I got. It was Ancestry and Traits or something like that.
Did you get the $70 off?
No.
Did you get the $70 off?
It cost $80, so that would have been a real coup.
It says up to 70 off. I think I'm gonna get
that one.
This is $79. Yeah, it's the same one.
Oh, you got it on Amazon.
That just I'm an Amazon kind of guy. 23andMe Ancestry plus Traits. Which is interesting to me. 1,500 geographic regions, your family tree, DNA relative finder, and trait reports. So I think it's going to tell me all sorts of things.
Right.
Interesting. Apparently, you need to take a couple of those because sometimes, like those little percentages you'll get will change depending on the test. Like people have
Well, I'm not ordering more than one. So
$80 off.
What if you get $70 off?
In that case, yes.
At $9 a pop, he'll do too. And 23andMe is one of those things where they're like always running super sales and stuff, and it's almost like Steam, where they, you'd think that 60% off would be a bad business decision, but it turns into a good one. So I'm gonna hunt around for coupons. And
that's how Titan Fitness is. They email you every other day, like, "Get in here, boys! It's going fast." And you're like, well, I gotta check out what it. Oh, it's the same.
That's
as
how
the
I do my
last
STD test as well. Like it just a kit shows up. You pee in a little thing. You prick your finger and touch it onto this cardboard, or it's a piece of paper with circles drawn on it. Give them like 5 drops of blood. Send it away. They
You have to prick your finger.
Yeah, it comes with one of those diabetes lancets that just goes click. It doesn't hurt a bit.
It hurts a bit. Kyle, you're the guy.
That's why I'm not saying anything.
I saw you at paintball.
I'm like, tough guy Woody thinks lancets hurt.
You know
I'm
what?
not processing this.
The truth is, I always go, I'm like a sissy about needles, and then after the fact, it's never a big deal. I realize I blew it up in my head. That's typically how it goes. Except the PRP injection in my elbow. I talk about how much that hurt. Jesus.
No.
So what they do is they take blood, they put it in a centrifuge, and then they put back the platelet-rich plasma. Okay.
Yeah.
And then that's the healing stuff, and it's right where it needs to be, and it's supposed to be better. Unbeknownst to me, they also like fuck up the tendon with the needle. They're like, the procedure's meant to like make it swollen and irritated and kick off the healing process. And I'm like, I didn't know any of that part. That part was all news to me. So I'm ham on a doctor. I really like this guy, and sound like I'm gay. Anyway, I'm telling him, he's like, I showed him a paramotor video, and in the top right, there's like the next recommended one, and it's a paramotor video I did that said like from suicide to multimillionaire on the thumbnail. And he's like, "Is that you?" And he wants to hear the story. I couldn't tell it during this procedure. I was just like mouth closed, pain, hoping the future would come faster, like to a point when this was over. And he just has a needle and he's jamming it in this inflamed tendon or ligament. I don't know the difference. And injecting this stuff like repeatedly. I don't know. I wasn't watching. He's injecting you like a fucking turkey. Yeah.
Sounds awful.
It's just, it was
Describe
bad.
the needle.
You know, it was probably, it looked like an IV needle. Like it was long and strong.
That's a big boy.
Yeah. And he just did it like, you know, it wasn't like he just poked it and injected it. He's like, you know, here and then a centimeter from there and a half centimeter from there. And he just went all over into it.
Maybe he was just really bad at it.
I just keep missing.
Well, if I don't let the snake bite you, we won't know if the antivenom works.
Yeah, no, I don't think that. I think he was there. He uses an ultrasound so that he can see what's going on behind the skin and put it exactly where he means to. And I didn't know that like it hurt more after the procedure for the next week than it did beforehand. Like I didn't know that was part of the deal. But we'll see. Hope it gets better.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting my my DNA results back. I ordered it once before, and then I just didn't do it. It just sat in a drawer forever.
Does it expire?
I don't think it does.
Does it get lost? Did you move? You know,
it gets kind of lost. It's in there honestly right now, I think. But since it's an old kit, they've probably changed their stuff. And like, I don't know if like the whole kit's in there, and if the return shipping is still like applicable.
Which one it was?
It's just easier to get this. Plus, this has. I think the one I got may have been AncestryDNA.com or something like that, and this is 23andMe, which it has some more features. It's not just going to tell me where I come from. It's got the traits and the family tree.
I prefer the version I put in my head, which is like, yeah, you know, it's $80, but it's like downstairs. So I ordered a new one, you know, and they'll put it right on my door where I like it.